What's good, YouTube? It's my boy back in another video. And guys, you're in for a treat. This is the grand final of the YCS Japan that took place in Tokyo literally this weekend with over 8,000 players. This tournament literally crushed the Guinness World Records for all-time TCG entrants in any tournament. And the craziest part is it's actually best of one. There's no side decking. It is a best of one tournament, no best of three games. Really crazy. Guys, this is the grand final. Let's dive in and see what the heck is going on. These guys got lucky enough and skilled enough to actually dodge Max C throughout the entire weekend, dodging 24,000 copies of Max C, because 8,000 players in a room, that's, times 3, 2,400. So, okay. Setting 3 and passing. Wow, insane. Now we're just going to pass over the Voiceless Voice. So the Tenpai player is on the right here. He's going to set 3 and pass off to the Voiceless Voice player, who we've seen on stream a couple of times now. I think this is the first time that we've seen on stream the actual Tenpai player. Now, by the way, guys, this is only streamed for top 64. I don't know why they didn't stream the whole tournament. Now, okay, we're going to see a pre-prep being activated. I can't believe the Tenpai player actually bricked. I'm not even sure if... Did he actually choose to go first there? I missed rock, paper, scissors. I think his opponent might have forced him to go first, and he absolutely bricked. We're going to see an Ash Blossom on the pre-prep, though. Good start, but... Oh, man, that is rough. What a brick. He really needed to open, like, a Pedra or, like, a Pot or, like... The field spell, even Kaiman, there are a lot of cards that let you go to Pydra, and then from there you kind of want to set up your Hieratic Seals, I would imagine, going first. But there are some new Tenpai Dragon cards as well that actually allow you to go first better now. But we're going to see a low being normal summon here. And then that's going to set up the Voiceless Barrier, which I imagine will be used to fetch a copy of the Saphira. Saphira will dump a Ritual Spell from the deck, add Skull Guardian, and that's just full setup, right? That's why you want to start off with low in this deck, because you're able to actually do that one-card combo. You can't really do that with, like, a Voiceless Barrier on its own. Ooh, and a Cosmic Cyclone main deck. Okay. Remember, this is best of one, guys, so a lot of players have been teching out their deck to beat the matchup, the metagame, and the best of one. And Tenpai Dragons are actually the most represented deck in the tournament, which makes sense, because if they want to go second, they don't really care about winning or losing the die roll, right? If they win the die roll, they go second. If they lose the die roll, they still go second, unless it's a mirror match. So that does make a lot of sense why they were able to make it to the finals. And we're going to see a Cosmic Cyclone, which is very, very nice. Honestly, if the Tenpai Dragon player can survive this turn, all he has to do is, like, rip any starter, and then, like, that's just game, because you get your battle phase now. So Chandra becomes, like, a starter. Like, any monster besides Fadra. Wow, we're going to see a pass. Tenpai Dragon players are giving that a little rub. We really need a starter. Oh, the suspense. Can't really tell by his reaction, but... Did he just... He didn't just pass, did he? He just mouthed some... He did pass. Insane. Not another brick. This is wild. Remember, Pot of Prosperity is at 1 in the OCG, so that could be a reason why they, have less consistency. Another pre-prep is my second Ash. Wow. I wonder if he drew 2 Ashes or if he just drew that Ash. Either way, it's pretty good. We're going to see another low being summoned. What a hand. That hand was like double pre-prep, double low. And like, wow. Okay. This is going to resolve, set up a barrier. Let's see if there's another Cosmic Cyclone, because that's the only thing that can really stop this at this point. I mean, oh man, this is not looking like a good spot for the Tenpai Dragon player. Honestly, he just needed anything there and the game was almost over. But unfortunately, we did not see the card that we needed, or any card for that matter. Remember, there are a lot of new Voices cards, and the new set is actually legal for this, guys. Infinite Forbidden is legal, so all of the new Tenpai Dragon cards, like the Trap and the 2 monsters, are legal. The Retrain of Pokedrago, which allows you to search for the new Poplar Tenpai Dragon, is legal. So there are a lot more starters in this deck that you would imagine. So it's actually rare to see that they are bricking like this. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. Oh, and there was a second Cosmic Cyclone. What a match. That's crazy. Double Ash for the double pre-prep and double Cosmic for the double barrier. I imagine the Voices player is going to pass here because it didn't seem like they had anything on the previous turn. So unless they literally ripped a card that allows them to play and they actually hard open the double low and the double pre-prep. But other than that, we do have some Link plays though, however. So if you think about it, I don't know if they play... Okay, Link Rebo is going to be summoned. It's not banned yet in the OCG. Are we just going to see an SP pass here? SP banish pass? We're going to see some damage being dealt. 50 damage and 300 damage equates to 350. On top of the 2k from the Cosmic, that's going to set us to what? 4650, I believe? Or 50, yeah. 5650. And I imagine main phase 2, we just see like an SP Little Knight here. Banish the face down and then pass, right? Because that's the only thing you can really Really do. Obviously attacking first because SP does have the clause where it restricts you from attacking directly for the turn, so might as well get that 350 in. Oh no, the droplet is going to get... Oh man, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I mean... not much he can do here. He's got one card in hand. Still, though, top decking the starter here will put him in the match. Chandra does activate in the damage step, so that can be something that can be used. And then SP Little Knight would not be able to be activated, so the Fadra could actually crash, if I'm not mistaken. It does have 1600 attack. But he's looking at his hand here. He could have... Oh no, another brick! This is crazy. The odds of him bricking are actually so astronomical. Like, it's actually so low when you're considering the new starters that you have in the Tenpai Dragons. It's just so low. Oh, and he hard opened the trap as well. Normally, that would have been such a brick for the Voiceless player, but in this situation, it's so powerful. He's going to be able to get that online, and oh man. But does he have anything to shuffle back? I'm not sure if he has anything in the graveyard. Oh, he did, yes, from the hand, of course. You can shuffle back from the hand as well. Shuffling back that Cerebus. That was a bricked up hand. Unfortunate. The Tenpai Dragon player definitely could have won if he saw basically any monster saving Fadra. You know, Fadra even would have helped by swinging over one of the lows. Oh no, and he does set up the Sapphire in hand. This is going to be able to trigger to search for Skull Garden, but he will require another monster to tribute for, so... but again, the trap does live. Oh, and that's a great top deck. Pot of Extract for 6, allowing him to draw 2 cards here. Oh, that is a good draw. Unfortunate. By the way, I love these sleeves. They are really, really nice. They're giving out a lot of cool swag in this tournament. If you guys have seen on trending on social media, on Twitter, some really, really cool stuff. The prizes for the tournament are really sussy, to say the least. You do get a Gandora metallic card if you win, which is kind of cool. But you also only get, I think, you don't get any cash, obviously. No other prizes aside from that. I think you just get a trophy. Oh, and the third Ash Blossom. Very heads up here on the Saphira, waiting and not using it on the trap. Very, very nice. Yeah, I can't believe he drew 3 Ash in a row. That's so sad. Oh, no. And I assume something else set. Maybe another droplet? We're going to take 16. Okay, so the Voiceless player still cannot play, but he does have the trap set up with the... alongside the SP Little Knight. I don't think the trap's going to be able to be activated unless we have another card to shuffle back in the hand, which obviously probably would have been done this turn and then normal summon low. So that means he doesn't have anything to shuffle back, just 2 hand traps in hand. Gonna draw. Oh, yet again. What do you see? Is there a brick? Are we going to be able to play? This is absolutely crazy. We're like, what? 6, 7, 8 cards deep into a 40 card deck and there's no starter yet? That's really, really low. Magnemite, okay. I mean, that would have been nicer on the previous turn, to be honest, but we're just going to swing for damage over the SP here. Obviously, SP has nothing to banish. Gonna just make sure, read that trap, see if it can be changed, shuffle anything back. So I think we just go for the Sapphire here, get that out of the graveyard so they can't use the effect in the graveyard to ritual summon. And then, oh man, do you activate the Magnemite though is the issue? Because if you activate it, then the SP Little Knight chains and you banish both. I think you have to activate it because... swinging over SP just doesn't win you the game. Like, you have to tap into the Hydra. You have to tap in your engine. Really? We're going to hit the Link Reable instead of the Sapphire? That's... I don't know if that's correct. Why would we do that? Because now if the player just top decks, you know, either like a Ritual monster or like a Tribute fodder, I think he could be able to set that up, right? Because you just search for low. Oh, man, I don't like that. End phase, we're going to search. I really think you should have hit the Sapphire there. Unless there's something I'm just missing. We can search for any dragon here, not just the Tenpais. So there are some options. Magnemite, just a powerhouse. Oh, we're going to search for the new one. This guy is actually a Poplar. So this Tenpai Dragon is actually a Poplar where you can reveal it when he's added by hand except by drawing it, special summon him out. And you have the quick effect where you can tribute him to special summon out any Tenpai Dragon from your deck, but it locks you into 5-hour Dragon monsters for the rest of the turn. So this is a new card. His opponent's just going to verify. This guy is really, really sick. So we're going to use that. What are we going to tribute summon into? It's called the Tenpai Dragon of Genroku, I believe is the name. So the SP Little Knight will actually come back alongside the Magnemite. Looks like we're not going to be able to use the effect. It's turn player priority, or are we? I mean, what are we even going for here? Go for like Hydra. You can go for a Fedora. There's nothing to summon back. Chandra doesn't do anything. I mean, I do like this, how it puts a body on board and also sets up so you get the Pedra to go into your either Kaiman or the field spell, which you would obviously rather probably have the extender in your hand than have a monster, because if you drew another monster, then you'd be able to use it with the extender if it's the field spell or the quick play, right? Not whereas Magnemite just adding the monster to your hand. If you draw, you basically have to bank on drawing an extender. If you draw another monster, it doesn't do you as good as guaranteeing having the extender. Because now if you draw any other extender, the opposite extender, as long as it's not the same copy of Kaiman, if it's a field spell or any monster, then you basically have that free extender, right? So that's makes a lot of sense. Oh, he's going to set on the table. That's right. Yeah, Pedro can actually set on the table, so that's even better. More logical. So if the opponent does go into the battle phase, now we can just start playing in the battle phase. That just cuts him out of the battle phase completely. This is actually a really closer game than I thought it would be. But that Saphira staying in the grave could actually come back to bite the Tenpai player, because you really, I think you just want to get that out of the graveyard. The interaction where you can just ritual summon basically turns on the ritual summoning there. Oh, the new Voiceless Voice spell. This one allows them to add back a card from the graveyard, I believe. That is going to be a big punish. See, if that Magnemite should definitely have hit that Saphira. That is unfortunate. If he hit the Saphira, he definitely would have been a good spot here. In fact, the game might even be over, because this was top deck for turn, right? And we already knew he didn't have anything? Oh, man, that hurts. The crazy part is the prizes are not different. You still get the same prize support, I think, for the top 8. You'll get the metallic card, and then the rest is just trophies for top 3. So it's not like you're not really playing it for anything other than like the first place gold medal trophy. Oh, you can add from banished as well. Interesting. Okay, so he does add it back the barrier. That's crazy. That's so good, actually, being able to add back from banished. I had no idea you could do that. Wow. So we are going to set back the barrier, and that's resolving. Oh, no. So as long as the Voiceless player doesn't misplay here and go into battle phase, then I think he might actually be able to set up the full combo here. Yeah, you can target one Voiceless Voice card in your graveyard or banishment. That's crazy. I had no idea you could do that. But, oh, no. That Saphira still came in clutch because he used that to ritual summon. That definitely should have been hit by the Magma, because would that barrier even do anything? I think he might have been able to save himself there if he actually banished the Saphira, guys. Because the Saphira gets banished, and then like you go barrier effect to search. Like he could have added back the Saphira, obviously, but that just adds Skull Guardian. He'd have nothing to tribute for the Skull Guardian. Or I guess no, he tributed. Okay, so he tributed Trias from the hand. Okay, never mind. I guess it would have been the same outcome. Yeah, never mind. Because yeah, Saphira would just add for the Skull Guardian, so it wouldn't change anything. But still, you know, for good measure, it definitely would have been correct to hit that Saphira. That being said, this is a really bad spot for the Dragon player. I don't think he can really do anything, right? Even adding another copy of Genraku, special summon that out. The effect, he's under SP Little Knight as well, has no field spell to protect. Yeah, this actually looks really, really bad for him. I don't think he can really do much. That Magnemite would have been so much nicer on the previous turn. This is why best of one just gets me the most, because you either brick or you like face a maxi or like an infinite hand trap, since like you just lose to variance. And like players on Twitter were complaining all weekend about Maxi and about the Chummy card, the new Maxi, which is not even once per turn. So you could actually use 2 copies per turn and draw 2 cards for every time your opponent summons from the hand. Just crazy stuff. Okay, we're going to see a low being summoned back from the graveyard. Now that's going to set up another copy of the barrier. Not that he needed it, but you know, this is just a really overkill. And then now we are just going to see, is that enough for game? 4,050. I think that should be enough for game, but we just got to be really, really careful here to get rid of the monsters before the battle phase. Ideally, probably, we do have the trap pop as well, so that's an option. Can potentially just pop. We have the Skull Guardian negate though as well, so we just pop like one. Gonna pop the Mysterious back row, I guess. That's been set there since previous turn. Just probably, I don't know what it could be. Could it be a droplet? But like, yeah, it is a droplet. Okay. Droplet's gonna hit Skull Guardian. Yeah, can't respond to that. But that still doesn't do anything. We do still have the ability to link up into Dynamundo potentially. Oh, we have another Saphira in our hand. Okay, so banishing that Saphira would have mattered because Saphira is only once per turn. So if he had to add that back, I mean, he would not be able to summon a second Skull Guardian here potentially. But are we going to see that hit the table? Because we have no way to ritual summon, right? Yeah, we are going to link these off. SP little, or are we going to link? The lows already hit the table. We do want to keep that on the field. The thing is, Sangen Kamen, does that even do anything? I guess you summon out Chandra and then, yeah, kind of, it's hard to get rid of. Oh, wow, he just has everything. He has the old man as well in his hand. Gonna summon that out. So this is gonna be able to get into Cerebus or Skull Guardian. As imagine Skull Guardian, then you have the negate live as well. Are we gonna see like a link off into a potentially Dynamundo? Shuffle back that Kaiman, bait it out. And then that just swing for game, right? Because Kaiman can't special summon if it's not in the battle phase. It's only activated in the battle phase where you can summon. I'm pretty sure Dynamundo... Is Dynamundo enough? Might not be enough for game, yeah. Maybe not enough for game. But I mean, what is he really playing around? He knows the Tenpai player has no cards in hand, so you're not like playing around Nibiru or anything, right? Do you just use a low here plus... If you use a low plus CSP Little Knight, just banish the Kaiman. That's not quite... That's game, right? Because Dynamundo has what, 22 plus 2050? The Skull Guardian was half. Oh, the Skull Guardian's half, so he go to 1025. Never mind. All right, so we are going to see a chain to the Kaiman potentially or entering battle phase here, I imagine. And then the Cerebus is going to hit the table. Skull Guardian's also going to hit the table. Okay. From here, we are going to just... That's just game, right? Yeah. That should be game. Unfortunate. Yeah, I just can't do anything. So Dynamundo just hits the table here, just banishes. And that's just probably enough. Just still in the main phase. Wow, what a... It was kind of fun for a final, but unfortunately it was the best of one. So, wow. Voiceless Voice actually does take it. Among 8,000 players, guys. I guess this deck is just really, really good into Max C, and it's decently good into hand traps. It's just really, really solid at what it does. So, Tenpai Dragons, unfortunately, at second place, but it was the most represented in the top cut. Guys, what a finals. What do you guys think about this? Best of one. I still can't wrap my head around it. Yeah, I'm glad I stayed up to see this. It's like almost 2 a.m. But guys, I would love to hear your thoughts below on the best of one format and the fact that a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament just broke the largest TCG record for any tournament, Pokemon, Magic, anything. It just swept it off the table. And yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Guys, let me know what you thought in the comments. This is an absolutely crazy tournament. And thanks for tuning in. I'm going to see you guys in the next video.